Fight Fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with Campbell Hatton. Campbell, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's just another big show. It's ready to go now.
Yeah.
It's getting the last few bits done, then we're at it.
So this obviously, are you starting to get used to this? Because you've been been featured on the undercard of some pretty big cards so far.
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest card, but like I say, I've been on some massive shows, so I am getting used to it. I'm just feeling that little bit more relaxed when really this should be the most nervous of them all, but it's not the case. I've done it before, and it's like water off a duck's back now.
Right. I like to say water off a duck's ass, but you're being more polite than me.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to ask you is, so far, of what you've been able to sort of, get in terms of like the media training and so forth. How do you feel now?
It's good. It's just I've been doing it more, and now I'm just a bit more comfortable. And obviously, with my debut in Gibraltar, there was that much I had to do. I think it's like prepared me for it, because I know, even though the challenges and the fights are going to get harder, nothing will top that now. So that's why I think I'm a lot more relaxed for this when it's a bigger show. A lot more people are going to be there, but just nice and relaxed and ready to go.
Sonni Martinez, tell me about your opponent. What have you been able to learn and gather of him?
Yeah, I've looked at his record, and he's boxed at heavier weights than this, so I'm hoping he'll come and have a go. And it looks like he'll be quite strong, so don't see any reason why he wouldn't. My last few opponents have all been quite negative, and it's hard to really get things going and have a lot of success when they don't really engage. So I think this time round I'll be able to show a lot more class to my work.
You said this is the bigger of the cards that you've been featured on. I don't know the exact number of people in attendance, but I know that there's going to be thousands and thousands of people. When you first started out, you obviously was in the middle of a pandemic, so it's not quite the same as it's going to be on Saturday night. Do you have nerves?
A little bit, but no more than any other. Not as much as my debut. So I think as we get closer and the last bit's done, obviously got the press conference tomorrow, got the weigh-in on Friday, got all the little bits, and then I think once they're done I'll start feeling a bit more nerves, but I've got used to it now, and I think I know how to handle the nerves and channel it a lot better than I did at first, and I think that's just down to being on these shows regular, and it's going to stand me in good stead going forward.
Fight night, you got Anthony Joshua versus Oleksandr Usyk. I know a lot of people were initially thinking we were going to get Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, but surprise, we ended up getting Oleksandr Usyk. A very tough fight, I think, for the both of them. I think a lot of people are sort of overlooking one or the other. I don't know if that's sort of what you've been able to gather, but it's either people think AJ's going to get stopped or Usyk's going to get stopped. How do you see the fight?
Yeah, I think obviously Usyk's a top operator, he's a class fighter. And I think he'll be an absolute nightmare early. I think for 6 rounds, AJ's just going to have to try and stay calm. I think it's going to be quite frustrating, just because he'll be all over the place. He won't be there to be it. But I think AJ, his boxing's quite underrated, I think, and he picks them well. So I think down the stretch, AJ's going to stop him. I think he's that big and strong where even shots that Usyk's defending, if he's blocking shots, it's still going to drain him, I think, just because of the size difference. So I think towards the end he'll be exhausted and AJ will take him out.
What do you make of Oleksandr Usyk putting on more weight? Do you think that works in an advantage or a disadvantage for him?
I think it'll be a disadvantage, to be honest, because I think like Usyk's put size on, AJ's took some off, and there'll still be such a big difference in size. So I think it'd have been better if we'd tried being quick, and I think AJ losing a bit of size is going to help him as well, because I think he's going to have to be quick to catch Usyk, and a small AJ is still a lot bigger than a big Usyk, so I think that'll make the difference.
Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to the fight this weekend. I wish you all the best. Obviously, you're looking to progress your record to a 4-0, maybe a stoppage this time?
Yeah, I think now I'm going up to 6. We'll start seeing the stoppages. This lad's, from what I've seen, he looks like he'll be tough, so I'm not going to try and force him. I don't think he's been stopped, so if it comes, it comes. But I think when I've done 4 rounders, I've boxed well for 2, and then I thought, oh shit, I'm running out of time. So I've started forcing my work a bit and spoiling things, and I think that stopped me getting the stoppages. But over 6, I think I'll know I've got time and not rush things. Say this now though, might just get giddy after a bit, and so we'll see, won't we?
It also depends on the energy from the crowd, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think like Matt's been drilling it into me about tunnel vision. He said enjoy it, because obviously these experiences don't come often, so I'll enjoy everything, but just keep me focused on the job.
Well, we wish you all the best, and we'll hopefully catch up with you post-fight. And do you have any final words? Anything you want to say?
Just hope you all enjoy. I'm sure I'll put an entertaining fight in. That's always my aim, so hope you enjoy it.
Well, thank you, Campbell. I appreciate it.
Nice one.
Bye, fight fans.